Hello everybody, it's Craftin' Just Because with Chris Cowan. I hope everybody's having a great day. Okay, so today we're playing with the Submarine Life bundle, and we're going to be using all of these colors. I have this because we're going to be doing some ink blending, but we're going to make a center window pane card, and I thought this would be the perfect set for that. So I'm going to pull in some of the Brights Designer Series paper, some basic white cardstock, and some or a window sheet, sorry, and also Azure Afternoon. But first, I want to cut all of our pieces that we'll need. I know I usually like to stamp first, but I need a couple of pieces that are specific to what we'll need to stamp with. Okay. So let's open up our paper cutter. And the first piece that we want to cut is, sorry about that, you guys, I was just trying to move some stuff around, is that Azure Afternoon. And we want to cut a piece that is 4 1/4 by 9 1/2. So 4 1/4 by 9 1/2. Okay, and we're going to score this one. So let's go ahead and score this together. We're going to score it at 1/2 inch. At 1 1/4 inches, at 2 inches, at 2 3/4 inch, at 6 3/4 inch, at 7 1/2, at 8 1/4, and at 9 inches. Okay, so there's that piece. Then we want another piece that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Now this is already 4 1/4, so we just need to cut it at 5 1/2. And then I want a piece of Designer Series paper, and I want this to be 5 1/4 inches by 4. Okay. And then I need let's see here. I'm going to need a window sheet and basic white. Oh, I need another piece of Designer Series paper though. Let's see here. I only thought I needed one piece. So I'm going to pull in another of the Daffodil Delight, and we want oh, actually, I only need the one piece. I apologize. And I cut it wrong. So let's see. We want it 4 inches, or sorry, yeah, 4 inches by 3 3/4 inch. That was my bad. Okay, now we're back on track. I was getting my pieces confused what I decided to cut and not cut. Okay, and then I need a piece of basic white cardstock, that is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And that's going to be for the back of the card. And then we're going to die cut out a piece out of this left over here. And then I want a piece of window paper that is 3 3/4 by 3 1/2. Okay. So those are all of our pieces. Now we need to die cut a few pieces. So let me move my paper trimmer out of the way. Let's bring in our cut and emboss machine. Okay. Whoops. Don't need that. Okay, so first, let's cut that basic white piece. And we want to cut it, we want to cut a couple pieces here. I first want to cut a window element for a sentiment. And then I also want to do this large piece that we're going to do some ink blending on. So I'm going to go ahead and get that cut out. Okay. Then we're going to set those aside. And we need to really quickly adhere down our designer series paper to our long azure cardstock so I know where to cut my window. And it will cut through both pieces because this is very thin. So let's see here. I want to glue that down, and I'm just going to really add glue kind of to the sides and not so much in the center. Let me get my glue started. Okay. Oh, I did it all over. Oh well, that's okay. It'll just be a piece with designer series paper on it. Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to die cut. Where's my, there. We're going to die cut a window through the inside. And I'm going to use some Post-it tape to keep that down because I don't want it to move. Oh, I should mention that the die cuts that I'm using are the Countryside Corners die cuts. Okay. So we got that down. We're going to put that through. Whoops. There we go. So as you can see, I have a really thin border, but that's okay. I wanted to use these shapes. And then you could use this for a different project. So let's get this out of the way. And then we'll be doing our stamping and ink blending. Here's our additional pieces and the other piece that we need as well. Okay. So I did go ahead and pre-cut out some of the smaller images. And I added googly eyes because I thought that they were cute. So we might be putting more on a few of the images. But we got to stamp our submarine. And so we're going to use our Stamparatus because, as I've shown you guys in the past, I like to punch out what the how it will cut out, so I could do it all in one fell swoop. Sorry guys, I just knocked over a bunch of stuff. Okay. Okay, dokie. So, we're going to go ahead. Oh, I need to put my paper down first. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and place my images in. So we're going to do the submarine. We're going to do that in lemon, or sorry, yeah, we're going to do that in lemon lime twist. Oh, see, it's a good thing we're using our Stamparatus. Thought I had that. Still missing a spot. Okay. So we got that one done. Now I want to do the propeller, and I'm going to do that in Poppy Parade. Okay, so we're going to bring in Poppy Parade. Stamp that down. Oh, let's try it again. That's weird. Let's try it one more time. It's like not in the image. I might have to re-stamp that. Okay, let's do this really quick. I'm just gonna stamp it without the template. Ooh. Okay, that's better. Don't know what happened there. It was not liking that template though. Okay, let's flip this back around. And then let's do the snorkel piece. And the snorkel piece we're going to do in azure blue. And there it is. Okay. There we go. Okay. So we have that stamped, ready to go. Let's punch those pieces out. Okay. Let's see here. So we're going to use our punch. So there's that. And then let's do that propeller one more time. Oh, come on. There's the propeller. Okay. So there's those pieces. Then I want to stamp our sentiment. So let's see here. We have our sentiment and then the piece that we're going to ink blend. So we have, I'm going to put floating by just to say hi. And we're going to do that in pumpkin pie. Perfect. And then I'm going to come over here and we're going to ink blend this. But first, I want to stamp a couple more images. I'm using a lot of stamps today, I know. I'm going to stamp down the crab. And we're going to do that in Poppy Parade. Okay. And then I also want to do the School of Fish. And I'm going to do that in that lemon lime twist. Okay, perfect. Then let's go ahead and stamp our sand across the bottom. Lots of stamping today. which is okay because a lot of times I don't do any stamping at all. Okay, last but not least, we're pulling in that Coastal Cabana, and I want to do the wave, and then we'll blend our way through this. Okay. So I'm going to do the wave way at the top. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with my ink blender I like how looks like I didn't clean the brush real well after my last time, but I'm liking how it's got some of that green in it. So it's almost like it was on purpose. And like I said, I'm not an expert ink blender, but I have fun with it. Okay. Now I want to come in and do a few bubbles before we put away our stamping, and we'll assemble our card. Okay. Such a fun stamp set. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is we are going to set that aside. We're going to fold this up. So I'm going to burnish those score lines. So I'm going to go we're making kind of like a tube, so it's gonna, let me get my folder. Okay, so it's gonna look like this on our card. Okay. Oh no, you know what I just thought of? Did I ink blend this wrong? I think I ink blended this wrong. Oh shit. Okay, we're gonna have to trim it. I totally was not thinking of my angle. Well, hold on. We could maybe do it the other way. Let's play with it. I totally wasn't thinking of my direction. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add designers or tear and tape down that thinner strip. I cannot believe I did that. Okay. And then let's take off. Just like that. And then put it back up. Okay. And then we want this one to go down. Okay, so let's see how we want this to go. I'm going to cut that off. Okay. So, when it's glued down, you're going to have it glued down like this so that it can go into your but can we do it this way? No, let's cut it. Let's cut it. Okay. So I need it to be at least 4 1/4, or a little smaller. Well, that's a shame. How big is... Okay, so we're cutting all of our sand off, essentially. Oh, well. I guess I could come back through. Hold on. We could come back through and put the sand in. Let's do that really quick. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now let's put this card together. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down right in the center. Oh, I need to close that ink pad, don't I? Okay, there's the center. I need to add my window sheet. Oh, see? I should have done that before I... Blah. Only me. Okay. I got a little carried away in making our card today, you guys. Is that a surprise? It is not. Okay, so let's cut this at 2 3/8. Oh, What is my problem? Okay. This one is turning out to be a little bit of a challenge. Let's recut that. Okay, so 4 1/4. Only me. Hopefully we got it right this time. There we go. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and decorate the bottom here. Now I don't want to mess up gluing this down to the card, since I've made so many mistakes and we've done a lot of stamping. Okay, so I'm gonna put together my submarine. And then okay. So what I'm thinking is I want it like this. I didn't leave much room for anything else, did I? Maybe a fish right down here, and then the starfish. I'm kind of covering up that school of fish. That's what I want to do. Okay, so let's get this glued down. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. Okay, so we're going to put tear and tape down on the bottom. Okay, I'm just going to have some extra fish here that I'll throw into my stamp case along with my little template. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our release paper off. Tomorrow we're going to be making a Cricut project. We're going to be making a little St. Patty's Day shirt for me to wear. So stay tuned for that. Oh, whoops. I did go ahead and pre-weed it because it was kind of an intricate pattern. Okay. So now go like that, and then go like that. Okay. I wanted to make sure it was nice and down. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and glue on my elements here. Sorry, this is a little bit longer of a project if I didn't mess it up so bad. Meaning we had to re-stamp a few images. Okay. And then I have my two with my googly eyes to put on here. So I've got my little starfish. Oh, my crab kind of got covered up. Oh, well. Oh, well. I needed to push him over just a tiny bit, and I didn't. Okay. So there's the front, and then this goes on the back so that you can write a message on the card. And then it will fold flat to go into an envelope. So we'll just push that down. There we go. Pretty darn cute if I say so myself. Thank you guys for joining me today. And until next time, my creative peeps, I will see you later. Sorry it was a little bit longer of a project. Have a great night. Bye-bye.